Why are INFPs so non-committal? That's a good question. As perceivers, we tend to want to leave things open. We don't want to close the loops on anything outside of ourselves. We don't want to pick a schedule and stick to it and make sure that we have to follow through with that because we don't know where we're going to be or who we're going to be at the time in terms of our emotional state, our feelings, our desires, our goals. And if we have a schedule that says we have to do this thing at a certain time with a certain person, we might not feel up for it. But there's also a deeper reason for why we are non-committal, and that's because when we have to commit to something, then we have to say, this is important to me. This is important to who I am as a person, my identity, and that's a hard choice to make. That's a hard thing to decide and to stick to when we don't usually have the time to think through all that. A lot of times people want you to just make a choice and pick it and go with it. And if we choose the wrong thing and then we realize that it's not who we are, it's not aligned with our identity, then there's a whole bunch of outside external issues that we need to deal with, and apologizing to people or just ghosting and vanishing. And there's also an internal conflict of who am I now? Then if that's what I thought I was before, then what is the true version of myself? And we have to delve into that whole self-thought feeling experiment. And that takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of effort, and it can be quite exhausting. So it's easier sometimes to just not commit.